Yes, I am live. I wanted to change my filters because I saw this filter that I like, so bear with me. Yes, this is the filter I liked. I feel like I changed the filter because I feel like it's going back to the old school. So in this live right now, I want to go back to the old school. And there's a lot going on in the world, aka there's a lot of shifts going on. There's a lot of reprogramming going on. There's a lot of things that need to be changed. A lot of detoxifications that are happening within a person, an environment, and in different systems because the outdated programs, the outdated systems no longer work. So let me land this and let me build this up at the same time. Things that no longer serve you, you need to let them go. Everything that doesn't serve your highest purpose, your highest timeline, that makes you happy, that brings you the most peace, that brings you to a state of bliss, of happiness, of feeling like it's your birthday. Like, today's my birthday. Today is amazing. If it doesn't bring you to that state, that feeling, it's not aligned, meaning it's holding you back, meaning it is blocking doors that you should be opening, meaning let it go. A lot of us hold on to so much. We have so many emotional attachments. And when you think about emotions are just stories. A lot of us, we hold on to stories. We hold on to the old belief systems. And these stories that we keep replaying in our mind, these stories that we keep replaying in our life, the stories are holding us back. The victim mentality is holding us back. What happened to you when you were a child is holding you back. What happened to you 10 years ago is still holding you back. What's happening in the world is holding you back. So let me get into that. If you can't hold your frequency, meaning you can't hold... Hey, Miss Neil, I'm just waving at you. Because, sometimes I don't even be in the chat. I just be going. Hey, Kiara, I see everybody. So let me keep flying this plane. If you can't hold your smile, if you can't hold your vibration, if you can't hold the feeling of it's my birthday today, if you can't hold the frequency, you need to mind your business. A lot of times we don't mind our business. We always want to be in somebody else's business because we are so used to operating outside of ourselves. So when we operate outside of ourselves, we don't even know how to mind our business because we don't know how to sit with ourselves. You understand? So we're in everybody else's business. We're in everybody's protests. We're in everybody's just what's happening in the world. So if you're out there protesting, I know I might trigger some people, but if you're out there protesting, ask yourself, is this aligned with me? How does it make me feel when I'm protesting? Because war versus war, it just creates more wars, okay? An eye for an eye just creates blindness, okay? If you're trying to change a system, if you're trying to, I'm going to leave it like that, protesting to change systems, because that's what protesting is about. It's an emotional investment. It's an emotional communication. It's an emotional outpour. It's tied to something. It's attached to something that's based on an emotion. I know I'm gonna trigger people. I'm just trying to like land it a little bit. We're out here protesting, right? You're out here trying to make a change. Change only happens when, I said this in my last live, collectively, we all choose the change. So basically, if I want things to change in my life, I have to change within. If we want things to change in the world, collectively, we need to come together and change within. When we change within, that change projects into our current reality. So this message is for the mass. This message is for everyone. If you want change to happen, if you're out there protesting right now, just understand, anything that you want to change, talk to the person next to you. Talk to the person behind you. Talk to the person in front of you. Talk to the person on every side of you. And you guys all vibrate on one frequency, of the frequency of love, of coming together, of change. And just, you change. When you change, you become a mirror. You become a teacher to somebody else. They change. It becomes a domino effect, a ripple effect of change. So everybody, let's say protesting right now, right? Boycotting, whatever you want to call it, that's going around in the world right now. Collectively, if we change, we change the world. So protest in love. Don't protest in fear. Boycott in love. Don't boycott in fear. Everything that you do, even if it's to change environments, to change jobs, whatever you want to change in your life, you have to change within first. But I'm not going to go into all that because I did a video on that last time. But I just really wanted to give love in a space where I trigger someone in the vibration of love. Okay? So triggers are good because they bring up emotions. What are emotions? Emotions are stories. What are stories? They're your life. What is your life? Your Akashic records. What is your Akashic records? It's a blueprint of you. It's your DNA codes. It's everything that's in your bloodline. It's your belief systems. It's how you operate. Like, just think of yourself as a computer. These are your operating programs. And you have these programs within you. And some of these programs are outdated because you are upgrading. Everyone should be elevated in their life. Nobody should be stuck. Nobody should have their foot behind a closed door, like trying to open it. Why is it not opening? Because you're stuck, because you're still operating in the same program. You're still operating in the same belief system. You're still, you're trying to upgrade your life, but you're still holding on to these old programs. So to make more room in your system, to make more room in your life, you have to start reprogramming and letting go of old beliefs. And you just don't want to throw things out. I talk about this all the time. You just don't want to, let me throw this out. Let me throw this away. No, before you throw things out of your system, before you delete programs, before you start making changes within yourself, you need to understand yourself. You need to talk to your inner child and talk to your inner self, inner child. Hey, what's wrong? What's going on in your life right now? Why do you feel this way? Go to your victim mentality, because this happened to me. I want this, but I feel like I can't get that. Like, go into Go into that world. Go into that dark space. A lot of times we are afraid to go into dark spaces where we're like, I don't want to feel that. Feel it. The worst time in your life, the darkest time in your life, I tell my clients all the time, congratulations. Congratulations. Because now you're in school. Now you get to sit with yourself and learn yourself. A lot of times we don't even sit with ourselves. We're so distracted. We always have to have somebody. And these are people that are like in relationships where they go from one relationship to the next relationship, this job to that job, these friends to those friends. They don't ever take a break. They never take a break and actually sit with themselves. They never take a break from work because they have that slavery program embedded in them. I have to work. I have to work. I have to do this. I have to pay for my bills. I have to pay for my kids. I have to pay for this. And they just work because they have the program of being a slave. When you work for somebody else's system, when you are working to survive, you are still a slave. It's just a different scene. It's just dressed differently. When you are surrounded constantly with people, you're operating outside yourself. It's like you have these attachments just to have community around you, just to have, like, it's almost like a blanket around you. Learn to sit with yourself. Learn to not even be scrolling on technology. Learn to not have to be on the phone. Learn to not always have to check in with mom and dad. Learn to not check in with your significant other. Just be with yourself. Take a week, take a month, and just be with yourself. Because a lot of times we're not with ourselves until we hit rock bottom. And then we hit rock bottom, and then we are confused of how we got there. How did I get here? Because you forgot about yourself. So God sat you down and gave you a notebook, gave you a mirror, and told you, school's in session. This is soul school. Soul school is in session, and you're going to learn about you. Everything that you've been running from, here's the mirror. You're going to learn about you. And from this mirror, from this darkness, you're going to understand how to get light. You're going to understand how to change the image in the mirror. You're going to learn how to change the story. And you're the only one that can make changes in your life. You sit in this space and I want change. So what do I have to do? Why do I want this change? Oh, because of X, Y, and Z. I'll make it simple. I don't want to work so much. I see my mom struggle. I see my whole family struggle. I don't see anybody in my life actually making it. So that's a program. That's an outdated program that I have to work. How can I change that? You sit with it. How can I change that? If money is just energy and love is about the same energy, God is the same energy. Everything is energy. Everything. Somebody's speeding. If everything is energy, then money is energy. I'm just how people think sometimes. So why don't I just change the energy where if money's the same energy as love and love comes to me effortlessly, money should come to me effortlessly. If I don't have to work hard for love, why do I have to work hard for money? Allow yourself to become a magnet. How can I become a magnet for love? How do you become a magnet for anything? You become that. You become love. You become money. You become everything you want. And then it attracts to you. You become fearful. You attract fear. You become lack inside. You attract lack. You become love, you attract love. You would become hate, you attract hate. You understand what I'm saying? Things that you want to change them within yourself. So to conclude this, because I keep going on and on, a lot of times we put ourselves in a position where we're trying to open doors that we're not ready to enter. So they're locked, and they're locked by us. We have our foot on the door, and we're like, why can't this door open? Because you're not allowing it to be open. All you have to do is move your foot. And you're like, okay, I'll move my foot. And then you're like, Nikki, my foot won't move. What is going on? It's not moving because you're not allowing it to move. You're thinking that, like, you think it's that simple, like I could just move my foot. No, you have to do the work first, and then your foot will move, if that makes sense. Let me run this back. It becomes hard. Life is not hard. We make it hard by the way we think. So a closed door, our foot in front of it, we're going to try to outthink it. We're going to try to think our foot away from the door. Like, I just got to move it. But you actually have to feel it. You have to experience it. You have to understand why you're moving the foot. You can't just move the foot and enter the door. You have to understand why you're moving your foot. You have to understand, like, how to move the foot. You have to understand what you're walking through. So we have closed doors because we are blocking it with trying to just walk through doors that we're not ready to walk through. We're trying to walk through doors by thinking our way through. We have to walk through doors by feeling our way through. Like, feel your way through so you can understand. And this feeling is you. This feeling is the mirror. This feeling is your emotions. These emotions are your stories. These stories are your blueprint for life, aka your GPS system for life. Listen, feel your way. Feel your way through life, and then open the doors. Don't think your way through life, because your thoughts, a lot of times they're held on with old programs. Your thoughts are entangled into old programs. Your thoughts are outdated, but your feelings aren't. Feelings don't lie. The mind does. The mind tricks you. The eyes can trick you, but the feelings, they won't trick you. Your gut feeling, what you feel, even in your heart space, it's not going to trick you. A lot of times we are afraid to do things that we love. We are afraid to do things that our heart desires. We are afraid to say things to people just to align us to our heart's purpose, aka align us to the feeling of it's my birthday. But do it. If you hurt people, you trigger people, it's okay, because the truth is the best thing that you can give somebody, because the truth is the best thing you can give yourself. Live your authentic truth, because when you live your authentic truth, you're living your true stories, and these true stories you can rewrite. You go, okay, that was grandpa's story. That was grandma's story. That was my past life story. That's in my bloodline, that story. But I want to rewrite this story. In this dark space, I'm going to rewrite this story. And before I delete this story, going back to what I was saying, I want to understand it. Before I remove my foot from the door, I want to understand it. So I'm looking at it and I go, I understand why I'm rewriting fear into love, because I don't want to block any of my blessings. I don't want to live a life where I'm afraid of everything. I don't want to live a life where I'm afraid of love. I don't want to live a life where I'm afraid of the police. I don't want to live a life that I'm afraid of Trump. I don't want to live a life where I'm afraid to live in LA. I don't want to live my life where I'm afraid to live in America. I don't want to live my life in fear. I want to experience life and love. So let me rewrite this. Where did it stem from? Where did it, what is the origin story of this? You know what? I could remember as a child, X, Y, and Z happened. Okay, let's start rewriting it from there. Talking to your mother, talking to your father, talking to older people, the elders in your community, asking them the origin story. Oh, it goes back deeper. Okay, fear goes back deeper. Okay, let me talk to my grandmother. Let me talk to my great-grandmother. Okay, all right. Let me remember the stories, if they're ancestors right now. Let me remember the stories that my grandmother would tell me. Let's go back. Let's rewrite. But let's transmute the energy from fear to love. I see it. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to transmute it, because if you just throw it away, you're going to pick it back up. But when you understand it, you feel it, you see it, and you understand why, and you let it go, you transmute it and let it go, you're not going to pick it back up, because you graduate. Because remember, I told you, in a dark space, school is in session. And so when you learn about yourself, because you're more in tune with yourself, things outside of you that are trying to manipulate you, things outside of you that you used to trip on, things outside of you like fear, you see it and you go, I'm going to transmute you into love. The thoughts of, things that pop up. Yep, the old program is popping up, but I'm going to transmute it into fear. And you become faster and quicker with identifying stuff in this game we call life. And you go, nope, I know. Oop, nope, nope, nope. And you start living life in a flow. You don't try to control it. You just flow with it, because you trust yourself. So you just think about a video game that you like playing, right? Or any kind of game. Once you become good at it, aka you master your emotions, you start playing the game with ease. You're like, I know how to play this. I'm good. Who want to challenge me? I'm good. And the only challenge is yourself, is you in the mirror. And I encourage you all to always elevate. Every chance you get, elevate. You have a goal, you reach it, elevate. You hit a milestone, elevate. You graduate in this school, you graduate in a root chakra. My book, get my book. If you need guidance with reprogramming your system, I graduated from the root chakra. Let's elevate. I graduated from the first layer of my root chakra, aka my survival program, aka my love program, my foundation of love. AKA, I'm the foundation. I graduated from the first layer, my inner child. But now I need to go deeper. I need to go, into the womb. I'm going to graduate from that layer. Up, I'm graduating from my mother's life. I'm going back 21 years. Up, I'm going back another 7 years. I just keep unlayering and graduating. And the more you peel back the layers that are holding you back, the more you become free, the more you become light, and the less that you spend in a dark space. And you just become light, meaning you're just flowing, meaning every day is your birthday. And life ain't perfect. Let me say this to you. Life is not perfect. If you're looking for this perfect life where everything is great and every day is my birthday, that is not what I'm talking about. Life is a perfect balance. You see things, you transmute it into what you want to feel. Something going on over there. Can I hold my vibration, or I'm going to be entangled into somebody else's karma and story? You know what? I'm just going to hope they're doing good, send them positive energy and keep driving by. Things are happening constantly in your life, good, bad, ugly, whatever. But you become a master in your game where you don't let things affect you. You don't let that become another story in your life. You don't let it become a lack story. You get to change the story. You be like, I know what's going on in the world, but you know what? That has, I don't want to experience that. So let me transmute this into love. Let me experience this first. Like, what is the let me slow down a little bit. Like, what lesson, like you'll see something happen at work, in life, in your environment, in LA. What am I learning? If I believe that everything is a mirror and everything I create from my mind, like, what am I learning about this? Okay, got it. I understand. Okay, let me transmute this. I don't want to continue to experience this. So you're constantly transmuting. You're constantly shifting. You're constantly changing the program. And you're not going to stop changing, reprogramming yourself. You have things encoded in your DNA. Just think about reincarnation. What if you are 2,000 years old? You have so many layers to reprogram. Million years old. You have so many layers to reprogramming. You're not just reprogramming yourself. You are reprogramming. You are creating generational health, wealth, healing trauma from your blood, for your bloodline. You're healing your family when you heal yourself. You are healing the world when you heal yourself. That's why I'm going back into what's going on in the world. When you heal yourself and you change things about your inner world, your outer world changes. So, and you become a teacher, because people don't learn from you through talking like I'm talking right now. You're going to learn so much from me. Right? You're going to remember certain things. And you can read my book. You're going to remember certain things. But people only learn through experience. You can read a book all day. You're not going to learn it until you experience it. So you start experiencing things that you want in your life. And you start experiencing things that you don't want in your life. And then you start changing that story. Like, I don't want to experience this. I want to experience this. I see fear, but I want love. I know that feeling. I know what happens when I get entangled in fear. I know that program when I get entangled in lack. I know that program. Let me change that program. Let me go into a dark space. And sometimes going into a dark space, like I said, is just sitting with yourself, with your eyes closed. Dark space, meditation, just listening to yourself, loving yourself, and just really connecting with your inner truth, your inner world. And once you start connecting with your inner world and you start reprogramming things and changing the story and not manipulating yourself, not convincing yourself, just really being true to yourself. Like, I don't want to feel that today. I want to feel this. I look in the mirror, things I want to change. You know what? I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. You know what? I look in the mirror and I love myself. I ain't going to let nobody tell me nothing else. You know, and you just keep operating in the system. You keep reprogramming into the program that you want to create for yourself. And this program is love. So keep operating in love. Keep operating in just changing your inner stories. Start changing your belief systems from lack to love. You see things going on around you. If you're watching this and you just left a protest, or you're about to be a part of a protest, or whatever the case may be, think about what you want the outcome to be for this protest. Think about what you want the outcome to be for this boycott. Think about the outcome you want to see for anything, any changes that you want in this world, right? Become it first. And when you become it, you change your life. You change your mind, you change your life. You change your inner world, you change your outer world. And like I said, the best teacher is experience. So when somebody else experiences your change, the person next to you, the person in front of you, the person behind you, the person inside of you, on the other side of you, When people experience your change, they're going to change because you become their mirror and they become your mirror. So the love I give today to everyone is just to operate in a space of love. Operate in a space where it's your birthday. Operate in a space of balance and flow. Operate in just a space of just surrendering and allowing things to happen in your life. Allowing your inner world to align with your outer world. Just allow it to happen. Don't try to control it. Don't try to manipulate it. Don't try to outthink it. Just feel it. Just feel it. And just keep, and this is how you reprogram. Just keep changing your mind, changing the story. Change it. Your mind is arguing with you all day, but you're lacking. But I'm not lacking. Like, you can argue with yourself. Just argue with your mind in a sense, like, but Nikki this, but Nikki that. And then you talk to yourself, talk to yourself in love. Like, but what if it doesn't happen? But what if it happens this way? Like, you get to slow down and actually think instead of being so rah, 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 in the mind, like, I'm like this, I'm like that. Just slow it down and you're not like this. You're not like that. And before I go, I'm sweating. I want everybody, I know I'm going fast, but close your eyes and take a moment just to sit with yourself. Take a moment to breathe. A lot of times we don't breathe. A lot of times we hold our breath. A lot of times we don't even allow anything in because we're so tense. A lot of times we don't even know what love is because we are so disconnected from love. Take a moment just to inhale and exhale. Inhale your favorite fragrance. Inhale your favorite food to smell. Inhale fresh baked cookies. And exhale all that doesn't serve you. At your own vibration, your own drum, your own frequency, your own timing, just inhale. And exhale. And keep doing it until you feel like stillness, until you feel balance, until you feel calm. And just allow these thoughts just to pour out of you. Just pour out of you. Cry if you need to. If you're hyperventilating right now or you're trying to just breathe fast, just slow down. Just breathe. Just put your hand over your heart and just connect. And repeat after me. I love you. I love you. I love you. And today, let's just be. Today is your birthday, Nikki. Every day is your birthday, and celebrate you. Do things that you love to do. And when we operate in a space of love, we reflect love. When you see somebody, because you love yourself, you see somebody and you automatically give love to the next person. So continue to pour into your cup. Pour so much love into your cup where it's overpouring. So you have enough to give people. Like, hey, I love you. I love you. Just overpouring your cup so you're not burning yourself out. And the more you learn yourself, the more you understand boundaries, the more you understand where your frequency is not aligned, like I'm not trying to go into another conversations, but you just start to learn how to play the game without depleting yourself, without becoming a slave, without being in somebody else's system, without lack, without fear. You start just playing your game called your life. And I encourage you, play this game in love, because if you play this game with selfishness in a negative way, if you play this game with lack, with fear, it's going to be a hard game to play. And it's, because at the end of the day, the answer is always love. So eventually you're going to have to get back to love. So these are the cheat codes. So take it easy today. Tell yourself, look in the mirror at yourself and tell yourself that you love yourself. And breathe and relax and take a moment just to sit with yourself. This is the reprogramming of outdated programs. This is how you remove energetic blocks, because you're changing the story, the emotions. The emotions are connected to your energy. You're transmuting the energy, you're transmuting the stories. And once you start transmuting the stories, you remove your foot from a blocked door and you open the door. And this time you're prepared. And this time you understand that there are no blocked doors. The only person that's blocking the door is you. And you just learn how to remove your foot from the door. So, all in all, change your belief systems, you change your life, you reprogram the old stories that are passed down from generation to generation. You keep changing those stories, you'll change your life, and you'll change your family's life, and you'll change your environment. You'll change so much around you just by doing, just being love. All right, guys, stay rich. If you want to go more deeper in this conversation, and you want to really understand what I'm saying, or this resonates with you and you just want to go deeper, listen, links in bio, or just simply comment under this video, and trust me, I'll connect with you. I'll answer all your questions. All right, stay rich. Peace.